After seeing, I went to a doctor. I was overweight, and then I reached out to Karina, and we talked. And I decided to move forward. I started on October 10 with 150 pounds. My weight today is 131, and I changed. I did big changes, like cutting coffee was very extreme for me, and I feel much healthier. I was having some eczema issues that clear. I was feeling my thyroid very like tired, a lot of neck tension, a lot of feeling uncomfortable because I was overweight. And all those symptoms have improved. And I have energy like never before. I don't think I'm gonna go back to coffee, and I'm very happy. Thank you, Karina, for all the help. You have been very supportive. You have been on a reach of my phone. Every time I reach out to you, you there. I really appreciate that.
Oh, thank you.
And yeah. And my goal, my original weight was 120. That's what is normal for me. That was my weight in 2011. But due to severe depression, family issues with my son, I do not take care of myself for several years, and that was the result of
Sorry, that was just background noise, Rubia.
So yeah, that's about it about myself.
Wow, I love this call already. Thank you so much for sharing. So that's a really great progress. What do you have any I mean, it looks like you know what you're doing. But do you have any questions or any concerns or anything like you were thinking, can I switch this up, but I'm not sure?
No, so far everything's working fine for me, and I'm happy. I don't have anything that I want to change yet. I heard that as the time progresses, losing weight get a little bit more challenged. So I guess this is going to be my next phase. But I don't have any specific question yet.
So how many weeks has it been roughly? Can you just so
well, it was a month on September 10th. Today is September 25th, so it's about 45 days.
45 days. Got it. And just curious, just curious, what's a typical day? Because it's been working for you, so I'm just curious, if we could recommend other people.
Well, I definitely had to make major changes. Like when I leave the house, I have to have my food with me. I have to have my water with me. I'm a solar consultant, so I'm always out the house. I'm always with people. I'm always talking to people. So that was a big change for me because every time I walk out the house, I have to carry all my stuff with me, or otherwise the day go by and I don't follow the diet. I don't take the pills. So that was I think that's the main thing for people that are busy like me. They just need to leave the house with all the stuff that they need for the day.
Awesome. And then what's your typical food that you eat?
I have a very healthy diet. I try to eat very healthy and organic. I not eating red meat. A lot of organic chicken, organic fish. I do a lot of raw stuff, avocado, cucumbers, eggs.
Oh, lost her. We lost you after avocado.
Yeah. And
But
then in the morning, I like to have my pancake, my blueberry pancakes. I make the pancake with the shake, and I add a lot of blueberries for flavor, and it's excellent.
one of Karina's creations.
It's
Yeah.
actually her own. She
Oh,
created with the
whoa!
blueberries, yeah.
Oh, whoa! So I'm sure you're following all Karina's like her pumpkin spice creation. Who did I talk to? Oh my God, I don't even know if you know Karina. Carol Thomas from Team Pam. She goes, "Oh my God, it is bomb," and she's like a 65-year-old woman going, "That was bomb," and I was dying laughing. She's a nurse, so she's a hectic schedule, and they her and Pam like look at your recipes.
You
So,
guys, the pumpkin bread I made this morning is out of this world.
oh my, I need to make that. But
The thing is, it's 515 calories per bread, and you will not be able to eat just half because it's way too good. I mean, it's high protein, and I think, I can't remember, but I think it's 12 grams of net carbs, so it's not too bad. But obviously, you have to be careful, and you can't eat it every day. But I
Oh,
swear, this creation today, I have not shared the recipe yet. I'm gonna make it a little special, a special edition.
make it a YouTube.
Karina, I have a question. Karina,
Yeah,
I have a question for you.
go.
I add acai to my diet a week ago. I am using the unsweetened acai,
Yeah,
and I'm just wondering, that should be okay for me to have that twice a week, right?
yeah, that's fine. I do the acai once in a while. Just be careful what you add to it. When I make the acai, I add um I add sometimes a little bit of frozen strawberry and blueberry to sweeten it up. And I put stevia. And then for
Uh,
toppings, I just use strawberries and like coconut, unsweetened shredded coconut. But you have,
okay,
yeah,
that's the same way that I'm doing.
yeah, it's fine. You can do it a couple
Okay,
times a week. That's fine.
okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh my God, I love hearing that. I see we have Tina on the line. How are you? Let me unmute you. How are you?
I'm good.
Did you start already, or you just got your stuff, right?
I just got it and I have kind of started. So I don't know what that means.
Well, I think we should go over. Michelle, can you go over the program just so she remembers and make sure that she's doing it right?
Yeah. So
Drops and stuff.
so are you literally on day 1 or day 2?
Day 1.
Okay. So as you know, day 1 and day 2 is your loading phase, and you could pretty much eat what you normally do with the exception of fast food. So is that what you did today?
Um, yes and no. I mean, I was so busy I didn't really get to eat lunch. And by the time I got home, it was like almost 7:00, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I missed, lunch, snacks, and everything in between. But I was fine. I didn't feel hungry,
Okay.
so I felt okay.
Okay. Awesome. And you got the Ava pack, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, beautiful.
Yes.
Okay, see, it's so easy when you get that, and no wonder you're not hungry. Okay, so so just to run through, you woke up, you took the Rejuvenex and the MOA upon waking.
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. Then you took the drops before your first meal.
Uh-huh.
And then when you took the drops, you did the whole 10 minutes, no eating, no drinking, first set of drops, set your timer, no eating, no drinking, second set of drops, and then you ate after that.
Yes.
Beautiful. And then after your first meal, you took your first set of supplements.
Yes.
Awesome. And then second meal, you did the same thing.
I didn't get it. I didn't get my second meal.
Did you have a snack?
I had half an apple. Yes. That was
Okay.
all I had, and then I didn't get to eat again until 7. So
And then 7, you did the drops, and then your last set of supplements.
Yes.
Oh,
You don't get tired if you don't eat lunch?
I run a really tight schedule, so if I have the time, I do get tired, but today I wasn't. So I was kind of surprised, which is good.
Could you, that's an idea, if you don't have time to eat lunch, could you do your shake for lunch?
I just forgot it. That was the thing, is
Oh.
I didn't have it with me, but I think I will have to bring it with me.
No, Norm, she did a natural IF situation. But you know what's interesting to hear? When I say IF, I just mean fasting, like
Oh.
Yeah, intermittent fasting.
intermittent fasting. But great. So you're normally tired when you don't do that, but today you were energized.
Yeah, I feel absolutely fine.
Okay, I like hearing that. So yeah, you're doing it perfect. And then tomorrow you're going to do the same thing. And then day 3, completely on the list now.
Okay. So just curious, in regards to the like waking up, I noticed that you said breakfast is like 10:30.
So when do you start? When do you wake up?
I wake up at like 6:30,
Oh, okay.
7 o'clock.
Okay, don't worry about the time. That's just a very that's a template.
That's if you wake up at like 8?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're hungry in the morning, just adjust it when you're hungry and then put them 3-4 hours apart. Your 3 meals.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't really hungry this morning. all the supplements were pretty filling.
Oh.
All the pills, yeah.
All that food?
Yeah, all that food. No, just the pills. I felt like the pills and the water really just fill me up.
But the water, and I say that on real talk, the supplements are food. And I think we forget that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the supplements are food. And the water is like, sometimes it's a shock for our body. It's like, ooh, finally hydrated for once. So, no, good to hear. And that's great. Imagine when you say, go ahead.
I was going to say one more question is, am I expecting to have any like bowel side effects from all of this just starting out? I mean, just curious.
No, this isn't the ballerina tea situation. No.
Okay.
But some people do experience, on the first week of the program, people experience different things. Some people experience diarrhea. Some people experience bloating. Some people experience, a little bit of gas. People break out. I break out because that's how I detox. Like it's just
Okay.
on my face. So everybody, is different. Some people don't have anything, but if you notice a few side effects this week, probably just because you're detoxing and your body's adjusting to like the new diet, and the shakes have enzymes and they have probiotics, and they have a lot of fiber. The detox drink, which is the Restorix, might have that side effect for some people.
Mm-hmm.
So it just wait a couple days, and if they continue, talk to me, but usually it goes away.
Okay.
If you feel anything.
Great.
But you know what? When people do get any, side effects, think of it like a what you call it, like a facial. Like when people get a facial, they kind of break out, but then when that subsides, you feel really refreshed and really clear. And those side effects depend on how toxic you were in the first place.
Okay.
So it's a good thing, really, because it's saying, oh, whoa, it's escaping me.
Okay.
Cool. And what's your plan for day 3? Do you have that ready, locked and loaded?
No, I've just barely got day 2 set up.
So, day 2, you just want to make sure that your groceries your fridge is already stocked, just so there's no, so just think ahead.
Yeah, for the most part, my fridge is ready. I pretty much stayed on the program today just because it was easier. Because we had to shop anyway on Sunday, so.
Oh, overachiever. Okay, someone's on the right track. Not worried about you.
Yeah.
Any other questions? You just missed our awesome testimonial from Rubia. I recorded it though. I'm going to be posting this in the team. But yeah, you're doing great. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 veterans here on the line for you.
Great.
Yeah, so just let us know. And actually, I don't know if you're friends with Karina or if you're on her her page, but go ahead. Are you? Of course you are, right? Because you're friends with Brandy. Are you on her Inside Out page?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so you've already seen these, because I do encourage all of us to start getting connected in all our pages so we can see each other's journey. We've got Rachel on the line, so I wanted to show her results, and we're going to be getting an update soon. Or did you post that update already? Soon, right?
I think it's from today. She already posted today's picture.
Whoa, I'm behind. Okay, cool. I'm going to surprise for next week. And these are all, I just wanted to, because I know not all of us are friends, and so I was just prepared on the call just to show all of, and you know Brandy.
Yes.
And then this is Tina on the line, and she just posted today. I'm doing this campaign where everyone wears their big clothes and shows the difference. So she posted a video of wearing, and her clothes look like a tent now on her. So, Rachel, if you have any loose clothes, start filming yourself and posting. So it's really fun. So we're going to start doing that. But yeah.
Tina, by the way, did you take your before pictures?
I did.
Oh.
And measurements and your weight and body fat percentage?
The weight, I'm waiting for my scale.
Okay.
So I have the weight, but not the body fat percentage. And the measurements, I have not, but I will as soon as I can.
Yeah. It's just good to have like all forms of measurements so that if one day you don't see the difference in one of the tools, if you don't see it in the scale, you might see it in the picture. If you don't see it in the picture, you see it in your measurements, and vice versa. And it's a good way to see your progress and stay excited about it. Because a lot of times people get discouraged because their weight's not changing. But look at Rachel. She only lost 1 pound in 3 weeks. But clearly she's lost a lot of body fat percentage.
Just to remind you, isn't that crazy? I think she's a really, everyone always says, I feel different, but the scale sometimes doesn't show it. And I go, yeah, my change was 5 pounds the first month, but I looked and felt like a different person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Measurements and pictures are everything.
Yeah, because I don't want you, sometimes that's the main fallout of people. If they don't see results in a couple weeks, they get discouraged and drop off. And it's like, please take a picture. And if they don't take it in the beginning, then you can't fix that later.
Yeah.
And then they go, but I look in the mirror, and I'm like, you're not gonna remember how you looked in the mirror 7 years ago. And I kid you not, people tell me that I look in the mirror every day and my clothes feel different, and I go, trust me, you want to see how your back looks, because you're gonna be mind blown.
Yeah.
So, and by the way, I'm really glad we're all here so that we could talk to each other, like Rachel, and I also have Kayla, which I think you guys will see. You see a lot on my Facebook today. We've been working together all day. So, I really like this is, we know it's like a nice cozy place where we could all catch up, because otherwise what I've seen happening is you usually just, which is great too. We have like the person that brought you on and you're comfortable with, but now it's so nice that we have everybody, and everybody's my friend on Facebook. So if you want to, I'm going to put this on the wall so everyone could see. I'm going to put this in the community, and you're in the community now, right? Tina, on the HHE community.
I'm not sure. I got so many emails. I have no idea where to go. So
I will check. I think I usually add everybody to all the communities, but I'll check.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna post this on there, and then you could see the other testimonials tonight, and you could add all of us. So now we're all familiar with each other. Feel free to reach out to any of us here. And yeah, this is just going to be a little cozy spot every, just a quick 25 minutes we do every Monday to check in with everyone, short and sweet.
Okay.
So yeah, I really like how it went today. So thank you, everybody.
I didn't hear from Rachel.
Oh yeah, Rachel.
Sorry, Rachel.
And Kayla, say something.
I know I didn't get my people in here today because I was just found out right now like 5 minutes ago. But I'm here, any questions too, you guys? That's about normal, what you're saying about not being hungry, which is good. That's why this program is really amazing, because you don't suffer, any of the, what you normally makes you quit is when you're hungry and you're starving.
Yes.
Because you feel full, so you will actually go for it. But actually do remind yourself. I always tell my people, you actually have to remind yourself to eat, because you almost like don't get hungry. But you want to keep your metabolism going as well. So as much as you can, at least keep your water going, and every 3 hours something with protein in it.
Okay.
Even if you're not hungry. So if, like, for example, you couldn't get your lunch break, I always tell my people, if that's the hardest part for you, do your shake at that time, whatever is hard for you, because I'm in the medical field too. Yeah. So whatever is like, works for you. If you have to do that, like switch your things around, but make everything in the program, within the day done.
The other thing I like to tell people to do is log your food. Best thing is download a free app like Fitness Pal or Lose It. There are tons of apps out there that you can log your food, not just to track your calories, but to see what you're eating. Really to log it, because in a few weeks when you hit plateau, we can go back and say, oh, what you've been eating, let's change this up, let's eat more of this or less of that, or let's not eat fruit anymore. You're ingesting, you're eating too many carbs. So it's good to see what you're eating, your calories, your macros, and really, adjust that in the future.
And personally,
it is time consuming. So you can't do it like throughout the day. Maybe at least write it down what you're eating at the end of the day, or whenever you can, and so we can at least have something to look at.
And if you're not an app person, like for me, sometimes like if it's an app, I find myself, I'll do it for a day or two. So like one thing that made it easy for me is I just use if you're an iPhone person, I use my notepad. And because usually you always have your phone next to you. So it's like you just enter it in. And then if you do have an app, then you could enter it at the end of the day or something. At least you have it on your notepad. And for me, it's more so not like calories, because as long as you do the portion control, you're good. But it's just for me to like she said, oh shoot, I didn't lose a pound today. Oh, too many almonds. Yeah, I did the almonds. My body doesn't respond to almonds well. And it's crazy that for a lot of people, almonds is it's like the adjuster thing, that when you move almonds somewhere earlier in the day or eliminate it, that's like a culprit all the time. So
what's wrong with almonds?
Who? No, I didn't see a mouse move.
What is wrong with almonds?
Oh, no, nothing's wrong with it. In the beginning, like go for it. But I noticed when people plateau and then they eliminate like usually it's because a handful of almonds somehow turned into the can, which it sounds funny, but that was me before. I like, gotcha. I'm driving with a thing of like a Ziploc bag of almonds, which was supposed to last me like the next 3 days. But then I'm mindlessly eating in traffic, and it turned into, whoops, I just ate the whole bag. So that.
Okay, gotcha.
Turn into, like a snack could almost turn into 800 calories if you're not paying attention. So just be mindful. I'm not saying don't do it, but it should be like, closer to 10 instead of bag. So that's all. So that sometimes it could be a culprit. But any last questions from anybody, or Rachel, if you have anything to share?
I want to hear from Rachel. Are you starting a new cycle tomorrow?
Yeah. Or today, I guess, really.
Yeah. Did
so
you get more product?
Yeah, I did. The only thing I didn't get was the MOA, which I probably should have, but I couldn't afford it at the moment. But yeah, I got everything else, so I'm starting my second cycle, and hopefully the scale starts moving. Because like you guys were saying, like scale is very discouraging for me, even though definitely you can see that I am losing body fat. The scale is not moving, and that's kind of discouraging.
But it's a lot harder to lose body fat. I've lost, when I was working out like twice a day and eating like rabbit food, I lost 4% body fat in a period of 1 year. When I got in the program, I lost 5% body fat in the 28 days. and I only lost 8 pounds, but I look pretty different. And then I have another one of my clients, actually, she only lost 3 pounds the whole year, but she took pictures and she looked completely different. Her clothes was like kept on falling because she has like a thyroid issue. So sometimes, you know, your weight is not dropping, but just be happy that you're dropping fat percentage, because that is that's a difficult one to lose. That means you're actually not just losing water weight. You're losing like real fat loss, which is the challenge for even bodybuilders. Like that's the hard part, you know, like to lose. So when you see that number moving, be happier than the scale numbers.
Right.
And you're already like you're 126, which is a very low weight. How tall are you?
5'3".
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm sure you will lose some weight. You continue to exercise. But man, your belly, that's incredible.
It is like your transformation is intense. Like you should be so proud.
Yeah. I am. I'm really happy with my results. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I know what you're saying though, because you're like, what? Where I'm losing weight, where is it all going? But it's if you're working out too, it tricks the scale. Yeah. So I've noticed my people that are actually working out, they lose less weight than the ones that don't. And I know it's crazy, and they're like, what? How does that work? Because your muscle, you know, you're building more muscle. So it's also converting. If you read about it too on the, you know, the product stuff, it converts also like your muscles toning is more, so it's a lot more heavier. And that's why you feel like firm. If you're, you know, if you notice like the muscle, because that's more heavier as well. And then you're also, you know, eating more often and stuff. But some people, they will lose a lot on the first cycle, and then on the second one, you know, they start seeing more of the fat percentage go down, and others are the other way around. They'll lose very little on their first, you know, weight, and the second cycle is like they'll start dropping, you know, a lot more weight, and then the percentage of fat goes a little bit lower. So, you know, that might be your situation, but as long as you look different, that's what matters. You know,
yeah, and feel different. Yeah.
And
how was the wedding? Did people notice?
Well, I didn't know anyone there. I thought that there was going to be more people so I was friends with the bride. We worked together when I lived in Sacramento in 2011. And so I thought that there would be more people that worked with us there, but there wasn't. So it was kind of awkward being there, just, you know, only knowing the bride, because obviously she was doing her thing. But I mean, it was good. I had fun, and, you know, I felt more confident than I probably would have a month ago being there in that situation, looking the way I did. So
that's awesome.
It was good.
Good job. Congrats. And is your boss coming on the call anytime soon?
I don't know. She wasn't at work today, so hopefully if I talk to her, I'll.
She went on vacation? Did she go on vacation?
She was on vacation, and then she had to get surgery. She had like a really bad infection in her mouth, in her tooth, so they had to like do some surgery. So I don't know if maybe that's what kept her out today, probably.
Ouch. Yeah, she definitely needs to go on a call.
Yeah, no, I know. And her thing is more about the health. She wants to detox and get healthy because she has a lot of health issues. So that's her main focus. Like the weight loss really isn't. I mean, she's not really caring about that.
Okay, we'll make sure to hit on all of those health success stories, especially like Kathy and them. Okay. Awesome. Well, I like this because I get to see everybody more. And like, you know, for example, I wouldn't have gotten a chance to talk to Rubia and hear her story if it aren't for these calls. So awesome. Well, this was a success. I love it, Tina. You're doing great. Rachel, you're killing it. I've been showing your picture to everybody. Your favorite. All right, guys. Love you and see you.
Oh, hold on. Tina, did you want to join in the challenge that Dr. Marvin's running? You bought the amount of points that you can join.
Sure.
You might as well.
What do I need to do? Just send.
You have to like his pages and send him the picture. I'm gonna tag you on the instructions.
I think